everyone. I'm coming live from Salon Jen. I've been up here putting the finishing touch on everything tonight. I just wanted to quickly and briefly, I hope this doesn't take too long, but I know I've had a lot of inquiries about what are we going to do for COVID to change to help not only us but y'all with all of the regulations. So I wanted to try to show y'all physically, and that's why I've kind of been quiet about everything, because I wanted to actually show y'all what the changes were going to be so y'all can see for yourself. So the first thing is going to be when you come, I'm locked in. When you come to the door, thanks to Sunshine Banner, he actually has done us up in a sign that says if you're sick or you have symptoms, do not come in. And let me see if I'm getting it on there right. And then it says to please sign in with your stylist and wait to be seated. So you can either call us from the car, which up here, let me see if I'm getting the paper on right. I think I am. And we have our numbers listed. It says appointments only. There's no waiting area chairs. All stylists are allowed to 1:1 ratio. When entering the salon, we ask that you wash your hands with soap and water that's found in the restroom. You have to be patient with your stylist as we are having to clean and sanitize, and we list all of our numbers. It says that no more than 10 persons are allowed. To be smart and be safe, and you have any questions, you can contact us. So when you come into the salon, we have it rearranged. Let me lock the door. So we'll start with, I'm just going to kind of start with the state board regulations to show you what they've made us change and kind of show y'all through the salon. First of all, we are not only governed by state board now, we are also actually governed by the health department. We will not be given warnings or fines. We can just be shut down if these standards are not followed. So don't distract me, Kwana. I cannot multitask here. Temperature checks. There's a lot when you read, and you can find all of these papers and information on Salon Jen. They are on the webpage. When you see should, those are suggestions. Temperature checks or use of infrared thermometers. Those cannot really be found right now until later into May when you look to try to order those. So we will not be doing temperature checks. It does say ask each client upon entering the shop the following questions. So at the door, you see that we have these notes here that says ask each client. Have you had a cough? Have you had a fever? Or have you been around anyone exhibiting these symptoms within the past 14 days? Are you living with anyone who is sick or quarantined? These are questions we must ask each client provided by the Georgia State Board of Cosmetology and Barbers. These are questions we have to ask y'all. If you say yes, you cannot come in here. You will have to reschedule. To limit the people in the shop, Salon Jen is limiting them to 1:1 ratio. So no more than 1-to-1 person can be in here at one time with each stylist, period. If you have a child, the child can come in and get the haircut, and they can go back outside to meet you. I'm sorry, that's just the way it goes right now, and in order for us to maintain this and be able to stay open, that is what we are going to do right now. It states in here, salon and shops are not used for social gathering. If there are caregivers or people who are driving people, they can get them inside the shop and they have to go right back out. It says to maintain social distancing at all time. Spaces between persons in the salon should be at least 6 feet except when staff are servicing clients. So what we've done, my side of the salon, of course, where my booth stays, I don't know how to turn this camera around. So I will do the best I can. Is here. So what we are doing, I have ordered dividers, wall dividers for everyone. But for now, we have taken this shampoo bowl and we have cut it off. Nobody can use it until we get the dividers in, and when we get the dividers in, we are going to put one right here against this wall, and we're going to shift. I've got somebody coming to shift my mirror over away from this wall some more, but a divider, just a wall divider to where we can easily take it down and move it, will be right here against this to where we can start using the shampoo bowl again. But my station is going to be moved down. All of the waiting room chairs have been taken up because you can only have 1-to-1. The girls over here, as you see, each mirror, there's 4 stations. Each person is 6 foot apart, but each divider will go between each station to help not only the stylist but the client feel more comfortable with each person. So the wall divider will come between each person to do that. And that is recommended by state board. Not mandatory, but it is highly recommended. And then it says personal protective gear, wearing masks. Employees they are required to wear a mask at all times. Clients should wear face masks to the extent possible while receiving services. It's kind of really hard to wear a mask when you're getting your hair cut, colored, permed. You know, you can hold it over your face. But if we're doing everything possible, you know, in my opinion, if you're getting a perm and perm solutions falling down on the lasket, that's kind of like a twofold, because then you may be causing a chemical burn where their lasket is. So you may want to hold it if you feel more comfortable with a face mask. But also, again, it's your choice to come through the door too. But we are making it completely as safe as it possible can be in here. But they don't require you to. They just say you should consider it. But think about, you know, you can't put it behind your head over their hair because we're having to work on the hair, and around the ears, you know. We can work around the ears, but depending on what chemical you get, you can't like rewear that mask once we do that. Face shields, if available, it's recommended that employees wear it. But those are highly unavailable right now. Gloves, it is recommended that employees wear disposable gloves when servicing clients and change them in between to the greatest extent possible. So depending on what we're doing, we will have on gloves. Capes, as usual, which I hope every hairstylist in Georgia is doing this. Each cape should be draped with a clean cape. Smocks, employees should wear a clean smock between each client, which, you know, we will be practicing that. Neck strips, employees should use protective neck strips around the neck of the haircut client. I don't know if many of y'all are familiar with that. These are what are called neck strips, and they go with haircut capes. And you just wrap it around the neck to prevent the cape from touching your neck. So that helps skin-to-skin contact instead of the towels like when you have chemical services and stuff. Hand washing for employees, soap water for minimum 20 seconds will be required from employees between every service. Employee clothing, we're supposed to change clothes before we get home. The gloves and gowns and stuff, we're supposed to change between every client. We're supposed to disinfect everything that a client touches in between each and every customer. That's one of the reasons we are supposed to block off extra time and do a 1-to-1 ratio, because we have to have that extra time to clean and disinfect to not only protect y'all but to protect us. We have to clean the carts, clean this. When you get up from the shampoo bowl, we have to come over here and clean the necks of the bowls, the chairs, before we can even go on, because if somebody has to come behind us, we have to have that bowl ready for the next person. The hoses, everything. We have to use certain type. These are the chemicals we have set out so we can easily grab them and ready to start cleaning. So they're just not staying put up. We had them and we're, had them ready to go. And it states again, the use of mask is mandatory back at the shampoo bowl, when a client is getting their hair shampooed and things like that, our mask is mandatory at all times, but we are to place a clean towel over the face of your client while at the sink in a good way to protect their mouth, nose, and eyes to minimize the greatest degree possible of up-close, direct face-to-face contact with the clients. So that is what State Board is telling us to do. The reception area, remove all necessary items such as magazines, newspapers, service, anything that is paper product. So if you notice the reception area, am I holding the camera right? There's no magazines, no paper products. For our giveaways, your stylist will now fill out your name and phone number and email. You will no longer register for giveaways. If you want to be entered into the monthly drawings, your stylist will now put your name and number in here for the new monthly drawing, which has no paper or anything that can contribute, because this can be easily wiped down in here. So it's been completely up to date. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's good. It's worth it. This is what we love to do, and we're here. We have to wipe everything down with disinfectant. It says to consider using electronic everything, cards, everything. Frequently wash your hands. Avoid using exchange of cash. Try to use the debit and credit as much as possible. If you use cash or anything like that, wash your hands constantly. Provide hand sanitizer and tissues for customers. If you notice on each and every station, am I doing this right? There is hand sanitizer and there is Kleenex everywhere around the shop. There is signage throughout everywhere. So you have this. This sign is about the giveaways that the stylist has to do it. This is the sign that states on the door, talking about appointments only, that there's no waiting area, so forth. That is the 4 questions. I'll go to the other sign in just a second. Well, no, the restrooms is next. So we have to clean and disinfect the restrooms throughout the day. And then the shampoo bowl, we have to constantly, like I said, clean and disinfect everything that gets touched as we use them. Can limit as much possible face-to-face contact. The workstation, same thing. Everything that gets touched, we have to disinfect. We have in this bottom drawers, you'll notice that we have the dirty utensils. We'll fill this up with some ship shape, and it's some yellow stuff, and we'll put the dirty utensils so we can take it and wash it with soapy water, and that helps us disinfect the tools really quickly that we are using on y'all. Provide the barriers between stations, which they should be here by next Wednesday at the most. So at least when we do that, we'll be able to get the 2 stations put back into place, and it will somewhat look back to normal there. We're also taking the actual hooded dryers out, because with these chairs, with the hooded dryers like this, every time somebody moves from this chair to this chair has to get sanitized then. So I have come up and I ordered some more of these. So as you're sitting in this chair, you can stay here and we can just place you under this. and all we have to do is sanitize the actual hood underneath, which it can save us not only some time, but, products cleaning and things to that nature. If we can go back to working more than one person, we just take those and apply it to like a waiting room chair. It's as simple as that. So, must bring their own writing pens. Yeah, if you do want to write with something, you need to bring your own writing pens. We cannot supply any pens here whatsoever. Let's see. We don't have any pedicure bowls. The waxes, we had to take all of the waxes out of these machines, and we had to clean the machines and sanitize them. I think this one I could get off easier. That's why I came over here. And replace them with new waxes. See? And seal that back up tight. And make sure all of that was completely new. And, we already had our sealed tight containers for the sticks and the cotton, so we completely replaced all of those and got those cleaned and things into there. The bathrooms, when you come in, customers have to come to the bathroom and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds before you sit down. So I have in here to please wash your hands prior to any service for 20 seconds. If you use the restroom, we are asking you to please wash your hands prior to going to the restroom and after using the restroom, because we are all sharing paper products. Because we were trying to figure out how do we do that, and we came up that we thought that was the best way. So the products over here, I took, State Board was saying to try to clean out the reception area, and trying to see, to minimize everything in here, because anything a customer touches, we have to sanitize again. So this is not all of the products that we have, but this is at least one of everything that we have. So I came through here and I cleaned everything, and I took what things, the one thing that we had left, and I put it back up here so y'all can see what we have, and I locked everything back up in the back. So it's either the only one that we have or the rest of them's, back in the back. And then that way y'all can still purchase, but we're not having to clean 50,000 things. So, and then this is the sign that says, to please see your stylist or Jenny to complete your order, that these are only display products. So, we had to make some adjustments, but it's okay. We're working, and we're going to get to see y'all, and y'all are going to get your hair done. And this is what we went to school for. We went to school knowing about communicable diseases, and this is fine. We're good with this. We can make these adjustments. It's going to be okay. Tomorrow's a new day. I don't think, there's anything wrong with this. And when this is over, we can throw things right back into place. And I don't think it's going to be exactly the same, because we're going to be a little bit more aware than what we were the day before. But we're going to be better for it. And that's what matters. Everybody staying safe is what matters. And that's what we're trying to do. So I would say, do y'all have any questions? I will try to answer them the best I can. But, all I can say is I hope to see y'all soon. But if not, we completely understand, because we are here for whenever you get ready to. Just please bear with us. We are trying to do one client at a time, and we are trying to put time blocks in between there to clean, so it may be, a few minutes trying to see all of the customers that we're seeing. So just call us and go ahead and get on the books, and we will, if we have a cancellation, we'll move people around, and we are trying and we're working very hard, and we'll get to everyone as quick as possible. So I just wanted to kind of show y'all how COVID-19 has changed us, but it's going to change us for the better. And we're going to be good, and we're going to be fine. We're going to be back stronger than ever. So I will see y'all soon. Call the shop, call any of our cell phone numbers. Y'all know how to get in touch with me. And have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.